بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على النبي الكريم وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to continue our lesson in Kitab AlAkhdari. This is going to be the 22nd lesson under Zuhra Educational Foundation. My name is Muhammad Sadis Yaqub Kiliso. Inshallah, we are going to continue from this point, which we need to pay attention on it. The other time we made a mistake of reading this وَتَذَكَّرَ قَبْلَ الْعَقْدِ الثَّالِثَةِ instead of وَتَذَكَّرَ بَعْدَ الْعَقْدِ الثَّالِثَةِ. So that's why I intended to come back so that we take it from here. From here that he said وَإِن تَذَكَّرَ السُّجُودَ بَعْدَ رَفْعِ رَأْسِهِ مِنْ الرَّكْعَةِ التي تليها تمادى على صلاته ولم يرجع وألقى ركعة السهو وزاد ركعة في موضعها بانيا وسجد بعد السلام إن كانت من الأولين وتذكر بعد عقد الثالثة بعد not قبله. It was an error writing قبله. I think let's explain this using a table. You see, this is the case, and in the case we are going to explain it in the first and second case. Here you can see the first rak'ah is complete, the second rak'ah is complete. But in the second rak'ah, he observed the first sujood. I was not able to do the second sujood, as you can see. He did not perform the second sujood. He went for the tashahhud. He rise again. He recite Fatiha secretly. He went for the ruku. He raises from the ruku. And when he is observing the sujood, he remembered that, I've forgotten about one of the sujood in the second rak'ah. So in this case, he went back. In this case, he cannot go back. He cannot go back because he has already started the third rak'ah. In fact, he has already reached to the stage of sujood. So as you can see, he will just continue his prayer, but he's going to add one rak'ah. And the one rak'ah he's going to add, it does not have recitation of surah, which the second rak'ah has. The second rak'ah has recitation of surah, and the recitation was allowed. But in this fifth rak'ah that he added, it does not have the recitation of surah, and even the recitation of Fatiha is silently. So this is where the ba'di comes in. That's why we observe sujood al-ba'di, because we consider it as an addition. Also, it's the same case here that happens in the second case. But what we differentiated here is only one thing. As you can see, the difference after this third rak'ah, we will consider it as third rak'ah. In the first case, he did not observe the tashahhud. He did not observe the tashahhud because we just consider that he is going to continue his prayers and have to come up with all those because of the tashahhud he did before joining the third rak'ah. He is not going to do the tashahhud, but in the second one, he is going to observe the tashahhud, because the second rak'ah is now nullified, it's now invalid. So since the second rak'ah is now invalid, then he is going to come up with another tashahhud so that we can have now 2 rak'ahs, then tashahhud, then another 2 rak'ahs, then tashahhud, which we are more convenient with this explanation that has a tashahhud in this place. The second case, as you can see, he said إن كانت من الأولين أو وسجد بعد السلام إن لم تكن من الأولين. If it is not part of the first 2 rak'ats, he is going to observe sujood al-ba'di. He is going to observe sujood al-ba'di. The first one, we said he is going to do sujood al-qabli, and we have already stated our reasons that he has an addition and he has a subtraction. Or you can see he had a subtraction of subtracting or reducing the recitation of surah and standing for the recitation, Also, he recited secretly in a place where he's supposed to recite loudly. But here we said, وَسَجَّ بَعْدَ السَّلَامِ إِن لَمْ تَكُن مِنَ الْأُولَيْنِ. He does sujood al-ba'di if it is not from the first two rak'ats. That means it happens in the third or fourth rak'ah. So he's going to do sujood al-ba'di because in that case he's just going to add the fifth rak'ah, as you can see here. You can see here we have the first rak'ah is good, the second rak'ah is good, his tashahhud is good, but in the third rak'ah he left the second sujood. And he was not able to remember, as you can see our arrow, until when he reached the sujood of the fourth rak'ah. Then he remembers that, oh, I have left a sujood in the third rak'ah. So in this case he cannot come back because as we made the explanation earlier, that he has already passed to the place whereby he can correct a unit rak'ah. So in this case, he's going to add the fifth rak'ah. And if you look at his prayers, you can only see that he has only an addition of one rak'ah, since the third rak'ah is now nullified, the fourth is now the third, and the fifth is now the fourth rak'ah. So in this case, you are going to observe sujood al-ba'di. The author also said, أو كانت منهما, but what is ذكر قبل عقد الثالثة, or even if it happens to be among one of the first two rak'ats, but one remembers before عقد الثالثة, before going for the third rak'ah, so he is going to come back and correct it. As you can see here, the first rak'ah is good, the second rak'ah had an issue of missing the second sujood. As he stand and started making his recitations, he remembered that, oh, in the second rak'ah I've left a sujood. So in this case, since he has not go for ruku, the ruku, this is the point you're supposed to know here. Since he has not go for the ruku, then he has the chance of coming back to the previous rak'ah to correct it and continue his prayers. That's why you can see this arrow. He had already started reciting, but he has to come back and observe the sujood, then go back and do another recitation. That's why you can see two standings is for two recitation. He went back and observed another recitation, and he ended up with his 4 rakats. And here you also do sujood al-ba'di due to the increase in recitation of Fatiha, and also the action of returning to perform the missed prostration. So this is where the sujood al-ba'di comes in. So these 3 cases are very important in this book. So we have to take note of them, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.